Hey guys, Dominic from Genuine Assholes, and today I'm going to be talking about the new horror film Clown, which actually isn't even a new horror film. This movie was filmed back in 2014, and I don't know if it couldn't find a studio or a home or whatever. I heard some things about the poster being banned in Italy. I don't know if that contributed to the fact that this movie is just being released now on video on demand. You can find it on things like Vudu and anywhere you get your digital movies. And I think it's in a limited release of theaters. But anyway, back to Clown. This movie is directed by John Watts, the guy who is actually going to be tackling Spider-Man Homecoming. And it's produced by Eli Roth. You know him from his crazy horror movies. Now, Clown is a movie that, wow, I have mixed feelings about this movie. I watched it last night, and it's a very strange movie. I like it because it's an original horror movie, and it's not the same kind of bullshit that gets thrown at you every 5 minutes in theaters. This is actually something a little bit creative. It's basically the story of a father who puts on a clown costume for his son's birthday, and then he can't get it off, and he starts becoming evil. Not to spoil anything, there's more story there, but it's actually a frightening premise, and it's kind of creepy. It reminds me almost like a dark version of the Santa Claus. I couldn't help but think about the Santa Claus, how Tim Allen puts on the Santa suit, and he's Santa. This guy puts on a clown suit, and he's a clown. He can't get it off. He can't take the nose off. He can't take the hair off. He can't take the suit off. It's an interesting concept, and it's got a very Tales from the Crypt-ish vibe. It feels like a Tales from the Crypt episode, an extended one, obviously, but it does have that feeling, and I do like that. There's moments in this movie that are genuinely creepy. You know, there's also moments in there that are very, very goofy, obviously, with the subject matter. But that's, I think, the biggest flaw with this movie is that it kind of goes, it doesn't balance those two genres well, whereas, you know, when you watch a good horror comedy, it has a little bit of both. It's not really a comedy, this movie, but it just goes to those, it gets to those points where it's just very goofy and you can't help but laugh. But there is, like I said, very dark stuff. The cast is people I'm unfamiliar with mostly, but they all give pretty decent performances. Some of the acting is a little cheesy here and there. Peter Stormer from Fargo fame is in this. He plays a decent supporting role, a little bit over the top at times, but you know, you laugh. I mean, like I said, it's a movie about a guy getting stuck in a clown costume. It's going to be a little goofy, but overall, it's a decent horror movie. It's something a little bit different. Would I recommend it to everybody? No, but it's something to watch, I guess, and take in, something to process. It's honestly, this movie, if it gets any notoriety at all, it's going to terrify kids if they come across it. This is a clown movie that kids would just be frightened of if you see what goes on in this movie. Getting back to the Tales from the Crypt kind of feeling this movie gave me, if maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe it would work better as like a Tales from the Crypt episode or something in like an hour format. But it is a fun movie. My star rating, I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. You know, it does have its flaws. It's definitely better than a lot of shit we see out there, but it's a fun movie. It's not terrible. You could rent it digital. You could find it online. I don't think it's not in physical release yet, so you can't get a DVD. You can't get a Blu-ray. But if you want to see Clown, look it up. It's from 2014. It's produced by Eli Roth, like I said, and it's a decent little horror movie. So check out Clown. And thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. Check out my sketches, guys. And I'll see you soon.